is good? It's your boy Sam back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the legendary path cards coming to NBA 2K24 MyTEAM tomorrow. Remember, this is your last lock-in. Grant Hill is going to be your last lock-in that is needed for the ultimate Shaquille O'Neal in MyTEAM. Now, again, do I recommend getting Shaquille O'Neal? No, I think he's way too expensive and way overpriced. But again, at the end of the day, guys, do what you guys want to do. Do what you guys have to do to ultimately have fun with the game. Am I going to be getting Shaq? No. Okay, so don't be expecting like Shaq per se, or even a Shaq gameplay, man. It's just probably not going to happen. We're going to be taking a brief look at the 4 cards we do know coming tomorrow. Again, there are going to be some more cards coming with this set, some even free cards that are going to be able to be grinded out. Now, let's start with small forward Darius Miles. I feel like we always see a really solid Darius Miles budget card in MyTEAM. Now, if we go to last year, we really didn't see too much. I mean, December 2nd. If we go to this year, I doubt we even have a Darius Miles card in MyTEAM. If we go to 2K22, I do believe the glitch Darius Miles. Yes, this is the one I was personally thinking about. They came out on September 17th. You guys can see. Now, was this Darius Miles the best card in the game? Not the best card in the game, but he was one of the best budget options in the game, I do believe, at least in 2K21 at least. Darius Miles has always been a good budget option. Now, do I think this Darius Miles is going to be great? Well, here's the deal. It depends what release he gets. If he gets the Brook Lopez base, which he has gotten in the past, he's not going to be very good. Now, the Brook Lopez base this year isn't as bad as it has been in the past, at least past year. Last year, it was really awful. Borderline unusable last year, like it really was. But again, good height, probably a good overall small forward. Kind of reminds me of what Lamar Odom is, and just kind of the jack of all trades. Next up, guys, we do see a Ruby Thurl Bailey. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say this Thurl Bailey is going to be the best card that does come tomorrow outside of maybe Grant Hill. And then obviously Shaquille O'Neal. Now, why do I think Thurl Bailey is going to be good? Well, he can play small forward and he's 6'11". If you did not get the Ruby Giannis in the pre-order, Ruby Thurl Bailey is basically going to be another version of Giannis. Now, obviously, Giannis probably going to be better defensively attacking the rim. Thurl Bailey probably going to shoot the ball better. But that's kind of what you're looking at. 6'11", going to stretch the court a little bit, play good defense. Thurl Bailey is going to be absolutely elite in MyTEAM. Now, what is Thurl's release going to be like? Well, you go and look at Thurl Bailey last year, he did have the Romeo Langford base. Now, this year, who has the Romeo Langford base? You guys might be asking. It is Mike Miller that does have the Romeo Langford base. Now, the upper means more to that base than anything, but I'm just saying expect Thurl Bailey to not only be long, lengthy, and good defensively, expect him to have a good release. Expect him to offensively do enough for you to stay on the court. Again, I'm not trying to just sit here and gas Thurl Bailey, but he is going to be 6'11". He's going to be able to shoot the ball. Defensively, he's going to be an absolute menace for your opposition. And just all the way around, I think Gervin is going to be, Thurl Bailey is going to be absolutely elite. Next up, guys, George Gervin. I'm not super high on George Gervin, and here's why, right? I feel like George Gervin in MyTEAM always gets an early card, and he's fine, but he just can't really move that well. He's only 6'7". I know George Gervin's going to dunk the ball well, but let me ask you guys this. Is dunking the meta of MyTEAM right now? Okay, that's the first thing I want to ask you guys. Is going and dunking the ball really the meta of MyTEAM, or is it not? Because I personally don't believe it is. I think the meta of MyTEAM right now is 3 hunting, especially on the easy difficulty that MyTEAM is on right now. And so that's where I feel like George Gervin might struggle a little bit, because I bet his 3 ball is going to be in the low 70s. And I'm not saying that's unusable, because you can use it and grin with it. I mean, Scottie Pippen has a mid-70s 3 ball, and he's one of the most chicken men in MyTEAM. The problem for me and George Gervin is, what else does he do on the court? And I don't know. Again, if you were balling on a budget, you could get him. But the problem with him is he's not going to be a budget option. He is going to be ridiculously expensive. 2K has shown us time and time again that rubies aren't going to be cheap in MyTEAM. So I can't even be talking about Gervin as a budget option. Is he going to be better than Thurl Bailey? Absolutely not. Is he going to be cheaper than Thurl Bailey? Probably. Do I think Gervin's going to be a top shooting guard in the game? Probably not. I can't really see it. And then last but certainly not least, we do see Grant Hill. Now, if we look at the Grant Hill that we did see early on last year, he could just kind of do a little bit of everything. Now, that's what kind of this Grant Hill is probably going to provide for us. Big thing here is he can't play shooting guard. So you're looking at a 6'8" small forward. That's fine. I'm going to put this in the nicest way possible, okay? Grant Hill is going to do one thing better than Scottie Pippen. Well, maybe two things, okay? The thing he's definitely going to do better than Scottie Pippen is dunk the basketball. The thing he might do better is play make. Scottie Pippen's going to shoot the ball better. Scottie Pippen's going to have better defense. And so that's the hard part for me with Grant Hill is I've always liked Grant Hill in my team, especially early on. But when it comes down to it, guys, I think this card right now is a top 1, top 2 card in the entire game, and that is the Amethyst Scottie Pippen. So do I see any world in which Grant Hill like replaces Scottie or is better than Scottie? I personally don't, and so that's why I can't be super high on Grant Hill. So if you're not going for Shaquille O'Neal, do I recommend locking in Grant Hill? Absolutely not. Now, is that me saying you can't pick up Thurl Bailey if you like him? No. If you want to get Thurl Bailey tomorrow, I think he's your best card outside of Shaquille O'Neal. Now, if you want Shaq, obviously you got to lock in the set, and I get that. But I'm just telling you guys, do not lock in for this Grant Hill by himself. He absolutely is not worth it. When we got a guy in Scottie Pippen who you can just buy without locking in, who is already better than him. So how I'd rank these 4 cards personally, I'd probably go Thurl Bailey 1, Grant Hill 2, George Gervin 3, with Darius Miles being at the 4 spot. And I don't hate Darius Miles. I actually think he is going to be really solid. It just comes down to that release, right? If he has that Brook Lopez base, it's going to be one that, I mean, leaves a little bit to be desired. Not horrible, but again, is going to be one that a lot of people might not love. And again, outside of that, I feel really strongly about Thurl Bailey. When it comes down to George Gervin, I think he's going to be solid enough to run in my team. Grant Hill, I just don't necessarily see it with. And again, I know a lot of you guys watching this video are probably going to lock in that Grant Hill and have a lot of success with him. And honestly, I could totally see him being the second best small forward in the game outside of Scottie Pippen. But my question, you guys, is that worth locking in a set? I don't think so. Again, if you want Shaq, you got to do what you got to do. I can't sit up here in front of you guys and be like, yeah, you know, Shaq's not worth it, because Shaq's probably going to be by far and away the best center in my team to come tomorrow. But when it comes down to it, guys, is Grant Hill that great? No. Thurl Bailey, in my opinion, is going to be the best card that comes out tomorrow. And it's crazy that I think Thurl Bailey is going to be better than the lock-in Grant Hill. Because if you lock in Grant Hill, right, your top 2 small forwards, probably, I just said Thurl Bailey's better than Grant Hill, so probably going to be Scottie Pippen and then Thurl Bailey. Grant Hill could be better than Thurl. I mean, again, we'll have to just wait and see it for tomorrow. But I just know Thurl's going to be 6'11". I know he's going to play lanes extremely, extremely well. And so that's the hard part for me when I'm trying to debate, you know, is Grant Hill going to be better than Thurl Bailey? I don't know. I just have a pretty hard time seeing it in general. It kind of hurts because normally Grant Hill is a card that I am super, super excited about adding to my squad. It's just this one is behind a lock-in, and then obviously you got Thurl Bailey ahead of him, and even Darius Miles, guys. Like, I don't want Darius Miles to get lost in the shuffle. He's absolutely elite as well. So 2 really solid small forwards as well. And even George Gervin, he is very solid as well. So I don't really see any bad players tomorrow. Obviously, this is only 4 out of the total, 12 cards coming in the set. But should, have a pretty solid day tomorrow, especially with the Shaquille O'Neal that is going to get released as well. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the Grant Hill, Thurl Bailey, as well as Gervin and Darius Miles down below in the comments. Which of these cards are you guys most excited about adding to your specific squad? Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.